was a typo, and I'm like, welcome to Under Two Capes. I am Jared. I'm here with Robert. What's up, Robert?
Yo!
And we're here with Chris from Infinitella's Comics. Long time
Hey,
see, brother.
Yeah, man. Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Anytime. So we're going to talk about all the Fantastic Four movies, including Fan Four Stick, the really bad one. The war crime of a fantastic. No, Chris, let me ask you, have you seen the new Fantastic Four movie?
No, but I actually want to because I saw the end credits scene.
It's really good. Do you mind if we spoil it on the show and stuff?
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. Movies
okay,
are dude. Fantastic Four is like what, 80 years old?
Yeah. There's only so many stories they can do. Oh, they stopped Galactus. Really?
Oh,
Damn story.
He ruined it.
Unless your comics explain, then you're like, why didn't they?
Yeah.
Why did they lose?
But anyway, so let's start with the original 2000s one. So with those are the ones that I actually remember seeing in theaters all those years ago. God damn, I'm old. But
hey, I'm older. Remember that.
Oh, that's right. You're ancient. Anyway, but I want to say this: while those movies aren't the best. They're not. They age actually pretty decently, I must say.
Yeah.
Especially that it is kind of weird seeing Chris Evans not be like irresponsible and not be Captain America.
Yeah.
Wait a minute here.
Now again, it has its flaws. It has major flaws, but one thing we think, the cast was phenomenal.
Yes.
Even Doom, rest in peace.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, the problem I saw some people have with that is that with that Doom, and I understand why they made this change. I want to preface this by saying that they didn't reference Latveria or anything like they severely downplayed that. Now, here's why I understand that.
We're going for ultimate.
Very complicated to explain in like an hour and a half to 2 hour movie. So I'm like, I understand why they reference he's from another country, but I understand why they made him essentially another Tony Stark.
Yep.
But also, they were following the ultimate format a bit more.
That is true. A lot of movies were back then. But in terms of like the actor having like the presence for Doom, he totally killed it. He totally killed it.
Especially in the second movie.
I could buy him being like intimidating. Well, also Chickless as Thing. That's the voice I hear. That's the voice I hear whenever I read a Fantastic Four comic.
Same here. He nailed it perfectly.
Also, I love how they added that Rocky sound effect every time he moved. The rock scraping for every movement.
I love where Johnny's an a-hole. Where are your ears? Or like I love where they're going into the Baxter building, and then he sees the kids and scares him. He goes, "Don't do drugs."
Okay, Johnny, I will say is both one thing I enjoy, but also one of my biggest criticisms of the movie. Because this was going with flanderized Johnny. They had become the norm. Because Johnny was, I'll say this, recent movie Johnny, closest to being more like early day Johnny. Not the, as time went on, he became all about getting ladies.
And Chris, I will say this, anything you've heard about through plot leaks of the movie being like girl bossy, not true. Not true at all.
I heard that. I heard that the publicity campaign or whatever the marketing they did a disservice.
Oh yeah. I'm watching this and I go, there were scenes watching it where I expected it. I'm like, here it comes. What happened? It didn't do it.
Well, I mean, but in defense of that, like Sue Storm is like she's an Omega mutant, isn't she? She's
not mutant.
Her son is, but she is powerful. Let me put
it she could put a force field inside of a person and blow them up if she wanted to.
I want that as a Marvel Rivals finisher. That would be so good.
That'd be broken. That would be broken.
Yeah, I know. But she's powerful enough. So I've seen her do similar stuff to what.
She's
scary.
Contain all of the energy from a gamma bomb. Point blank, like ground zero.
Yeah. So I'm like, when I see the stuff she does in the movie, I'm like, yeah, that tracks. Anyone that's complaining about it doesn't read the comics or is not familiar with the character. Because I'm like, Sorry, no.
Well, that's the thing. Is like, I'm about as anti-SJ, the SJW.
Yeah, exactly.
Anti as they come. But I've been reading these comics, dude, and like, like my favorite, like X-Men. Like, it's weird, but like Marvel world, like I love Storm, and they're like, how could you? She's a poor boss. Blah blah blah. It's like, have you read the comics?
The comic is great.
Yeah.
Have you read the Emma Frost comic, dude?
Yes,
it is so good.
Yeah.
Yes, and this isn't like girl boss, like slay queen. Like, this is like people who went through some real stuff and came out on top. Like, it isn't just like what is it? What was the Captain Marvel thing?
Chris. In other words, she's a character, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are those?
Like, it's almost as if there's a storytelling term for that. I think it's a kind of arc. I believe there was a word for that. Oh yeah, a character arc.
All right. I found that image of her gathering up.
So in other words, it's like Storm is not like Lois Lane. I'm only kidding because all right, so Chris, I'm gonna play this. I found a new clip. Check this out.
How would you like me to make your life a living hell?
Well, I'm not really ready for a relationship, Lois, but thank you for asking.
I was rewatching Ace Ventura, and when I saw that clip, you better believe I was like, "Oh, I'm stealing that."
Yep, here.
Oh my god! Yes,
Come on, look at
like that. I'm like, wait a minute here. Yeah, what she did in like the movie, that's downplaying her powers.
Yep.
Yeah, she's a formidable, like, it's kind of like Reed Richards. He's like genius level.
Now she couldn't do anything else besides redirect it. It needed Thor to take care of it, but still.
It's to the point that when Marvel wanted to make their Wonder Woman movie, it's like she was one of the characters that they probably would have used if they had the movie rights.
Yeah.
But to be honest, though, you don't want to have this an Invisible Woman solo movie.
Well, I mean, they would have done a Fantastic Four, probably featuring her prominently. But still, it's like, what's that? And in this, the other issue I have with this is Sue in these two movies is that, she gets better in Rise of the Silver Surfer, but she's a little annoying in the first movie.
She's timid. Down.
Yeah, it's like she uses her powers a little bit and she gets a nosebleed, and I go, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a second. Or it's like, no, here's the other thing, though. It's like, here's where this movie kind of fails and makes her look really weak. So it's like, she'll like stop like a fireball coming at like people. She won't get a nosebleed. Then she'll stop. Then she'll put a force field around the tornado fire thing that Johnny makes. Nosebleed. And I go, can you be consistent?
Yeah.
In other words, she's kind of like what people are complaining about Reed is in the new movie.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like, and Reed in this, solid. I can buy this Reed as a nerd.
Movies is the one consistently good thing in all three versions.
I gotta be honest, Fan Four Stick is no. I'll get into that when we get to Fan Four Stick.
What about the original? Was it a Roger Corman movie?
We'll talk about that.
Corman produced.
Yeah.
I got a signed, an autographed picture. I got it from Don Chin.
Oh, really?
It's from Jay Underwood, signed as the Human Torch.
I was watching a documentary. Hey, what's up, Tevye? I was watching a documentary about that. Like, the moment when you realize that movie was literally never meant to come out, I go, then why did you make it?
Yeah,
it was an Ashcan copy to retain the right, just like that Four Stick was. Except this was in the day where, at least when they did the original, you didn't have to release it. By the time Fan Four Stick, they had to release it.
Yeah,
it's almost like making movies just to retain the rights never works.
No,
isn't that funny?
Well, didn't the
amazing? We got Amazing Spider-Man out of that.
Yeah, that was great. Well, didn't the director or the screenwriter or something have like a major crash out over all the studio meddling of Fan Four Stick?
But here's the thing about that. He also was responsible for a good portion of that stuff.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that in a second. But anyway, Silver Surfer. Now, I must say, the best part of this movie, to no one's surprise, is the Silver Surfer. Like, Lawrence Fishburne as Silver Surfer is like...
perfect.
That was, what's his name? That one guy who's known for doing makeup and everything. He was Ape Sapien and Hellboy.
Yeah. The tall guy that's
Doug Jones.
Yeah.
He was the actor playing it, and even Lawrence felt like, oh, come on, guys, you're gonna have him do it.
No, but the point is, like, the voice was so for this character perfect.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I love like he flies by and Johnny's watching me, and then Ree goes, Johnny. He goes, but I'm wearing a Dolce suit, and they go, do it, and they just jump and flames on, and then the air like chase through the tunnel as the surfer is like upside down watching Johnny, and Johnny goes, show off. Or it's like when he goes through the actual structure, and then Johnny goes, oh, that is just so cool.
Yeah.
But it's like, all that's really cool. And I liked, this is a movie where I think they really got Johnny, because he goes through that whole, like, my powers are screwing up. And then you get the hilarious part where, like, he and Ben switch powers.
Yeah,
I love that. And,
poor Ben.
Yeah, he always gets like the short end of the stick, but it's like the problem with Surfer. I mean, I do like the part where they all give their powers to Johnny and then he beats Doom's ass, but
he kind of becomes like a human super Skrull.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah,
which was cool. He even has like the rock hands and stuff, but the problem with it is Galactus.
Oh, the fart cloud.
By the way, Chris, Galactus is the highlight of the new movie. Like,
nice.
They nailed him.
Yes.
Like, and it's an actual Dune, literally an actual Dune in the suit. What they did to film the scenes where he's walking around, it's the Dune in the suit and they built a miniature version of the city for him to walk through.
Oh, sweet. Is it in like slow-mo and stuff to make him look big? And
it's kind of a little bit, but the point is, that's why it looks so good. I'm like, oh, wow.
Practical, yeah.
But it's like, and some people cope and say, well, you could kind of see the helmets in the like cloud thing. And I go, yeah, you can, but it looks like the Balrog from Lord of the Rings. So it kind of does.
Why did they have to do this here? And then you have Parallax and Green Lantern.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, oh, even though that's not Parallax, I can tell you that's a Green Lantern fan.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, it's cool, but it's like.
Now that was, if I remember right, an executive decision, not even Tim Story's decision.
Yeah. So that's why it's like, you know, even though I hate the cloud thing, I could still rewatch the movie and like have a little bit of fun. I like how the Fantastic Cars are Dodge. I love all the product placement. Johnny lands in his new suit, like a freaking NASCAR thing.
Cameron, you have to spoilers, Cameron. Sorry.
Yeah.
Later, Cameron, we'll talk about the newer movie.
I'm sorry, he's a director. Executives are above the director.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially at Fox.
Oh,
now,
definitely, yeah.
The other thing I will say is Silver Surfer himself, for a Chrome character of that time period, it doesn't look that bad.
No, I thought it looked freaking sweet, man. Like
for the time, I'm like, because it's really hard to make Chrome look good, and I'm like, yeah, this actually looks pretty dope. And plus, when he like is off the board and he's all like silvery, and I'm like, that actually looks pretty good. That's actually very original. I like that.
Yeah.
So it's one of those movies where I rank Silver Surfer over the first one, because like it improves. Even Sue has something to do. She turns Silver Surfer over to the good side.
Sis, you're on fire. You think?
Yeah, I love that. I love when they're all like, we're like Reed. It becomes the Human Torch briefly. It also has the great moment where the general's like, I'm the quarterback, and then Reed's like, yeah, you're right. I stayed and studied like a good little nerd, and 20 years later, I'm one of the greatest minds ever. I'm engaged to the hottest girl on the planet, and now the jock is asking me for help. So how about you treat us with a little respect? And I'm like, yeah, I like that. That's great.
Okay, Cameron, that's a good question. No.
I have to ask, were they that pop? No, they were not. No,
but it came out because Fox owned the rights.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is, and you'll find that like Fox was like had a stranglehold on like so many of those like, properties, which I get it, and Marvel had to because they went bankrupt to escape. They need. It's really hilarious how like when the MCU started going, they literally had access to none of their top selling characters, so they were like.
That's why they had to talk with Iron Man.
They're like, all right, Shellhead. But it's a few years pass. And then I actually start to get a little hyped for the Fantastic movie. Because I'm no. This is before the movie came out. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was like. Let me be clear. I have to justify this before I get crucified on the internet. Robert, wrong direction. Anyway. Okay, there you go. Now he's got it. Now he's got it. All right. But so let me talk about the
that's better.
Movie. I like Reed and Ben's like friendship in this.
The bromance
and stuff, the bromance and stuff. I like the effect of the things rocks. I mean, the effects of this movie look pretty good. I even like Michael B. Jordan as Johnny. I gotta be honest. He's not as bad as I thought he was gonna be.
I like Michael B. Jordan, but that was a terrible casting choice for the Human Torch.
You know why he was in
convoluted
that movie?
Things.
You know why he was in that movie? This is because of Chronicle.
Which he was awesome in, even though he got yeeted.
You're back.
Yeah, exactly. But it's and that's why Josh Trank got the job as like directing the movie. But it's like, and from what I heard, he was very like passive aggressive, particularly to Kate Mara, because he did not cast Kate Mara. That was a decision by the people above him. So he had other people he wanted to cast. So I'm like, okay. And then, go ahead.
Well, what I didn't like was when they did all the reshoots after all the studio meddling and Kate Mara's wig changed.
Yeah. You noticed that too.
Yeah, everybody with like functioning eyes are like, what just happened? Why did she have the Donald Trump haircut? Like,
exactly. And I go, what? Robert, did you notice that Kate Mara's wig changed partway through the movie?
I know about it because of reshoots.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I gotta say, I feel she would have stepped in the right direction.
Yeah, I liked her. I thought she was great.
She was good. The other problem with this movie, and Honest Trailers actually pointed this out, no one sounds enthusiastic in the movie at all.
Yeah, it's
they're all like, I enjoy this book. Or it's like Dr. Doom over here. And I go, can you show some energy? Reed is not this depressed. Neither is Stu. Even Johnny barely jokes in this. And I go, have you read the character?
Yeah.
I'm like, the hell? And
wait, I gotta find this.
This movie suffers from the Hollywood syndrome of they have to give an origin to everything, like Ben's "It's Clobbering" timeline, and I go, not everything needs an origin story.
You want to know how bad this movie was?
What?
Hold on.
What?
Here we go.
They
killed off the actor. 3 of the actors.
They literally killed them in the comics. And you know what else is good, Chris? And this is the last line of the Honest trailer. You know it's bad when Stan Lee won't even cameo.
He's like, no thanks.
That's the only Marvel movie he hasn't cameoed in that time period.
You know, my bone to pick with Fantastic wasn't the fact that they did a weird and unnecessary race swap with Johnny Storm and all that. To me, the worst offense of it all was how they destroyed Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the heck that thing was.
Doll. That's what they turned him into. That's what the costume looks like when he comes back.
Again, Trank wanted to go for body horror.
That was so dumb.
But it looks stupid.
Yeah, it looks so derpy. It was like, what is it?
This is a game where you had a decent script. The script was not bad.
Oh, it's Victor, no, only Doom. And I go, okay.
I'm not saying it was great. I'm just saying the script wasn't bad.
The part that lost me. Okay, so I like the Doom part where like he stares at you and then you like explode. That was kind of cool. but the last battle against the Fantastic Four lasts 2 seconds. I go, wait, that's it?
Yeah, that's your ultimate showdown, like a stopwatch.
One in the other movie, they in both of the other movies, it lasted much longer. I go, what are you combined than this? I go, what are you doing?
Yeah, God, and it was just, I don't know, like you're saying, like the lack of enthusiasm, the whole tone felt very dour. And it's like, these are superheroes. Like, this is supposed to be
supposed to be the prominent superhero team.
Yeah, exactly. This is the OG
family.
Yeah. And it was just dour.
yeah, exactly. And I'm like, guys, I'm like, well, this is what everyone thinks the Snyderverse is. I'm gonna tell you that right there.
Yeah.
And then it's like they try and then the origin for the Fantastic Four name is at the end of the movie. They're like, there's 4 of us and we need a team name. And then Ben goes, that's fantastic.
That is so dumb.
Again, that's like in Solo where they're like, we have to give an origin to the dice. He hangs in the Millennium Falcon. Remember that? Like an origin for his gun or even his name. So Han Solo. Yeah. I go, what is any of this? What am I watching right now? And it's just, Doom was literally if there's one thing that I can say is like emblematic of this movie, it's that Dr. Doom. And I go,
yeah,
what the hell?
It looks like Marathon. Remember that game that came out that looked like it was a bunch of mannequins that like robbed a Office Max highlighter aisle? Like that's what Dr. Doom looks like.
That's such a great way to put it. Oh my god.
Yep.
Rated Office Max highlighter. That's so true. Oh my god.
So like visually ugly.
It looks like you took a Barbie, shaved its hair off, and then melted it. That's what it looks like. By the way, that's what I did to my sister's Barbies. I cut all their hair off.
So you're like Mitch. Not Mitch. I'm Sid.
Yes, Sid.
I was the Sid of my sister's Barbies. I think
you were the Sid to her Hannah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was. Well, in my defense, she had previously destroyed a Lego model, so you know what? It meant war.
Yeah, the Toy Wars.
Like, hey, it's Toy Wars. Now that's a movie right there. But, so
forget what the Toy Wars have.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. But and so let's talk about the Corman one before we talk about like the main one. And I saw the documentary, and the thing about it is, while we know why it was like being made, it looked like it may not have been that bad for a movie coming out in that time period. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like at least they were going with like a practical thing and all that stuff. And I know it gets like joked about, but I'm like, I mean, it looks interesting, and at least the cast were like super like good sports about it. They even showed up to the premiere of
one of the better Dooms.
Yeah, exactly. He looked like the comic book Doom, so I'm like, oh, okay, that works. And then Tavia asked, why do you think Fox released that if they knew it would be so bad? Again, it was just so they could keep the copyright on. They have to release the movie, no matter how good or bad it is.
Yeah.
And by your camera, no, there was supposed to be a second movie in the Trank verse, if you will, and supposedly, yes, it was like destroyed by the studio, and there is like a movement to release the Trank cut, but I'm like that's not happening.
Because again, this guy didn't get it. It's basically more of a case of let's see this body horror version.
Yeah, and I'm like, do you really want more of that? Do you want more of as I call him, sex doll Doom? That's the adult parody of Dr. Doom. It's just they just play clips of this version of Doom.
Dr. Vroom.
Yeah, it's Dr. Vroom. Oh god, yeah, it's so good. That's so good. Yeah, exactly. But so you have that, and then you get the new one. And yes, Cameron, we're going to be going to spoilers. If you want to get,
let's give a few seconds. Let's give a few moments. By the way, just a little side note. I just found one of the most stupidest Screen Rant article that gave me my blood boiling.
There's anything? Wait, a Screen Rant publishes non-stupid articles? I'm like, wait a minute.
Normally there are ones where I find interesting, but I'm sending you in the private chat.
Oh.
All right, so let me see this. What?
What?
Mhm.
They're saying Superman's identity needs to go. I'm sharing this to Britt. They're like, his journalistic identity is journalistic like integrity. I go, I think you mean Lois's journalistic.
Okay. First of all, then you also have Superman's secret identity. Consider it. It's like because of he who shall not be named. I almost said it. Going off about how but he's all about truth, but he's lying.
Well, that's the thing is Clark Kent isn't his secret identity. He's his alter ego. He was born and raised as Clark Kent.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you know someone didn't read Superman.
Or is a person who only believes the Kill Bill speech.
Oh yeah. Oh God. Well, yeah.
I would say that speech only applies to pre-crisis.
Yeah.
It only applies to pre-crisis, which is why I don't hate. I am not that angry at Quentin Tarantino for that speech, because I would not be surprised if he only read pre-crisis, in which case you're like, okay, that's spot on for that era, but you're doing it in a point where that is long gone.
Do you know what's my favorite Superman speech of all time? Did you guys ever see Mallrats?
Yes.
This knows what I'm talking about.
That wound could not survive.
Oh, Lord, Jared, if you look at the article, still scroll down to one of their quotes they have towards the bottom.
Wait, hang on.
No longer shackled. No longer shackled, it says.
Let me see. Hypothetical court is man.
It's one of the big expanded quotes.
Oh my God. They give credit to he who must not be named. I'm gonna say his name once because Chris is here and he probably doesn't know who the hell we'll talk about. Brian Michael Bendis.
No longer shackled by the contrivances of double life, his Superman could finally operate with full accountability.
When was he ever held accountable for anything?
He had the weight of the world on his shoulders. I don't think you can get any more accountable than that.
So all I have to say is this: whoever wrote that screenwrite article, here is my clip to you, sir.
Le who? The her.
There you go.
I'm sorry. I just want to show that we gave a good chance for Cameron to set out.
Yeah. All right. See, Cameron. So the movie, going into this again, I went in there in the worst possible mindscape because I was like, are the plot leaks true? Because the plot leaks, actually, you know what, Chris, what did the plot leaks say the movie was going to be like?
The Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So
the new one.
From what I recall, it said something along the lines of there was like a chosen baby or something that like that was like true. The defender of the like that was the decider of the universe that needed to be sacrificed to Galactus.
Not really.
Yeah, it didn't.
Well,
it didn't jibe.
My spoil.
Here's what I went in there expecting to see. The idea was that they said, oh, it's going to be a girl boss movie with like Sue and the Silver Surfer teaming up and stuff.
Oh, and Johnny's the leader. Yep, and Johnny's not a ladies' man, and some people assumed that he was going to be gay or something.
Well, here's the other thing, Chris. Johnny is a ladies' man in this movie. So I'm like, I'm literally like, I mean, they must have cut some stuff out because I'm like, what the hell movie were you guys watching? It's like Reed is very much the leader of this team. And by the way, Pedro is not that bad as Reed.
He's not. He's really not. I think because the interviews, even one of the more recent interviews with Vanessa Kirby, had to be when she's the leader, right? Absolutely.
As Pedro Pascal is stroking her arm.
Whatever that was about.
Okay. I'll be honest. I do buy because I have seen male actors also having similar type of moments, at least a handful of them. So,
yeah. Oh, but so do you know that the actor that played Johnny, Joseph Quinn, he spent an hour practicing saying "flame on."
Dude, he nailed it in Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, that's where I was like, he could play a good Johnny Storm.
Now,
so I'm like, all right, there you go.
But here's the thing, though. It's because at the beginning you have a moment where it's Sue who's saying, "Hey, ladies, he's single," and he's all like,
But it's because it's like your sister telling you, "Oh, he likes you." So I'm like, of course. And, and the whole Sue being the leader thing, because the idea basically is that the Fantastic Four basically run the UN, and Chris, the UN is actually effective in this universe. So
whoa,
that's I know.
I know. There's a point before she goes on maternity leave where they're like, the ambassadors want to talk to you. Goes invisible. Nope. And you find out it's the Latverian ambassadors.
And they like pan around, you see Latveria, so they very much are referencing Doom in this. So I go, okay, I like that.
And she avoided them. She was avoiding them, so she already knows.
But when you actually watch the movie, she is in no way a girl boss. It's like, let me put it this way, she is appropriate within her like power scaling and her positioning on the team, because she is, I would say, co-lead of like the team, but that's the way she normally is in the book. So I'm like, that's fine. That works. That's consistent. Yeah. Silver Surfer shows up, and yes, it is the female Silver Surfer, but it's like
it works here because of the connection with Johnny. You wouldn't want this with Norrin.
Yeah, and it's like the thing. And first off, the Silver Surfer is actually intimidating and looks like really like scary when she's chasing the Fantastic Four. So I go, oh God, I am now scared and stuff. and again, Galactus has his own ship that, Robert, I don't know if you noticed this. The ship was shaped like the Fantastic Four cloud from Silver Surfer. I was like, I wonder if that's a reference. But as soon as they go inside, they land, and then it's actually a guy. It's actually the massive Galactus. So it's the way they do it. It's all shrouded in fog, Chris, and all of a sudden you just see his white eyes like light up, and I go, ah,
yeah.
And again, I gotta say, you can't have a giant kaiju-sized guy be intimidating. Look at this movie.
Yeah, it's like the media, it's like the studio executives going, no one's gonna buy this. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that they just bought this.
Yeah. Now would Tim Story have been able to get it? I don't think so.
Now, the other thing about the movie, if you pay attention, there is a air quote cameo by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby.
Oh, nice. They little CG or
well, no, it's like two actors are playing two characters that are like them, and on the side you see like comic book art and stuff. So it's meant to like imply these are the actual guys.
Because it's a period movie, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. An alternate Earth.
Or it's meant to be like their younger selves too.
Well, yeah, it takes place on Earth 828, and the reason why it's 828 is because that's Jack Kirby's birthday.
And then you have a call for Jack at the end from him.
So it very much is a pro Jack Kirby movie in this.
Wait, Earth 828, okay?
Yeah.
Is that not the same universe as the MCU?
No. Or the MCU is they say 616. But then it's like, but then it's like Imam Vellani goes, it's Earth 1999999. I never know, but it's not 828. No.
Well, okay, so that raises a question then, because at the end of Thunderbolts, the post-credit scene.
Okay. I know where you're going with this. And we don't know. And even the director of the Fantastic Four movie said, I had no idea that thing was made after we were done.
So there's just a random like Fantastic Four.
Why they never address it? They're like, just ignore it. It'll go away.
I think that's going to happen in the middle of the Avengers movie.
Yeah, the new Avengers movie. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's like, that would be so funny if they just don't address it or something like that. Just ignore the giant ship with the giant
No, I think it's going to be. Here's what I think.
Yeah.
Now, you said, Chris, you saw the post-credit scene, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm thinking Franklin gets taken, and they already established at the beginning, Reed knows about the multiverse. They follow him there, and that's where that moment is.
Oh. So that's where Doom, like.
And by the way, the Doom cameo at the end, Chris, that was actually Robert Downey Jr. in the costume. It wasn't a stand-in.
So so then I think the mystery is solved. Then I think they hopped universes and they're bringing RDJ Doom into the MCU.
By the way, can I give a theory on something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I truly think, and I already told you this here, but I'm going to tell Chris this.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that why reason why it looks like it's RDJ is because it's Victor in the body of Tony. Like
He got possession.
But would they do the whole body possession thing in this?
No, not body possession, body swap.
Wonder Woman 1984 shows you why that's a bad idea.
No, that's different.
I'm just saying, bro. But,
yeah,
here's the thing.
Yeah,
I would believe that if it were not confirmed by, like, I think at least the Russos, that RDJ is playing the Doom from that Earth.
Yes. But that doesn't mean his mind it can't be his mind in the body of Stark.
But here's the thing: it's
no
not
Tony Stark in this Earth, as far as we know.
Well, not only that, but if there is, he's only a baby because this is from the '60s.
Yes,
but he could have taken it from another universe.
Oh, yeah, like he's.
Why would he travel to another? I'm gonna go travel to another universe just so I can possess someone.
No. Here's what I think: when he took. Obviously, he's going to be all powerful. He's already going to have the Beyonder's power already. I think they're going with that already. He's already going to have it. I'm thinking he's already got all powerful. Ended up somewhere else in the multiverse. Found that Tony. Decided I'll take his body. Did it. Then made his way back to his universe.
Why would he? But why does he have to take Tony's body though?
It's not scarred like his vanity.
No, but. And Tavia brings up a good point with his theory. It's that Franklin healed his face.
Perhaps. That's why we see him holding it like...
Yeah, and the mask comes off and stuff. So I'm like...
Maybe. I'm just throwing that out there.
That's the other thing they do really well in the movie, Chris, is that they make it a mystery of if Franklin has his powers. So it's like, is he just a normal kid? Or is he like crazy? And do you mind if I spoil Galactus's like thing?
Yeah, sure.
His motivation is that he does want the kid. He wants Franklin, but so Franklin can take his place as the planet eater, so that Galactus can be freed of his great hunger.
No. He doesn't want that. He wants to absorb. Franklin is destined to become the next Galactus in the next universe, meaning that's why he's so powerful. Galactus wants to supersede that, cut him off, and absorb his energy.
That's not what's said in the movie, though. He said, so I could be free of this hunger.
Yeah, but then he says, now I will feed. Because he will absorb Franklin's energy. He can't, because here's the thing. Franklin cannot become the new Galactus of this universe. You can't do that.
That's what Galactus says in the movie.
No. What he said was that he is destined to, meaning he has great power that he can absorb to satiate his hunger. That is completely different.
If Galactus, but here's the fault in your logic, Robert. If Galactus absorbs Franklin's energy to satiate his hunger, wait a minute. Then
that's all Galactus cares about.
That negates the whole. He used the word replace.
No, the kid was destined to replace him, meaning that's why he had all that power. That's why. So he basically was going to be, he's destined to replace me, meaning he has all this power that's enough to satiate my hunger.
Now I want to. Now I want to sail the high seas. Get the clip so that we can debate it.
He did it. He looked at Franklin and said, now it's time to feed, or something along that line.
So now, is Galactus in this one of the Celestials?
No. That's what I thought they were going to do.
Galactus has never been a Celestial. He's always been meant to counter the Celestials.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's like a destructor, and they're the constructors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's always meant to be the counterbalance to the Celestials, but he was never one himself.
Wow.
Yeah, so...
like I said, Galactus cannot make Franklin his replacement.
Yes, he can. So here's what the movie summary basically says, Robert. I'm right, by the way. It says the movie has slightly altered the original story from the comics. In this version, the movie, Galactus's insatiable hunger for power is viewed as a cosmic curse rather than a necessity. This hunger could be transferred to someone who possesses significant power cosmic. If you're transferring the hunger, it means...
And not them changing something from what is long established.
You can't expect the comics to be 100% reflected in the movie. You can't...
No. Okay, no. I'm saying no. When I watched it, it was giving the vibe that he was going to just drain Franklin of his power.
Well, there is also the possibility that maybe this movie could have been written better.
Oh yeah, and I'll say this: there's one thing I would give this. While I prefer a teensy bit more than Superman overall, teensy bit, it's not as rewatchable as Superman was.
And yes, to TMO we are. So here's the problem. So Robert and I have the following issue with the movie, Chris, and you're gonna see it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and like spoil it. But all right. So they seemingly defeat Galactus. I won't get into how they defeat him, but they seemingly defeat him. Then Galactus recovers essentially, and then they make you think that like Johnny Storm is gonna make the sacrifice. They literally do a Last Jedi Finn thing where he's gonna make the sacrifice, and then the Silver Surfer comes out of nowhere, knocks him out of the way, and then it does the sacrifice.
And it's like, but here's the thing. It could have worked, but I felt like there was something in between that got cut because the subplot is Johnny's the one who gets through to Shalabal and everything. And once she's starting to feel all the emotions of all the world she's fed to Galactus. And then all she said was, give up the child. I can't do that. Then flee with the child. We're not doing that. Then she flies off. Nothing else, nothing indicating she's going to turn on her master, nothing. And we do not see her at all until that moment where she's like, out of the way, hey boy, I'm going to do it. It's just right out of the blue. It's just like, again, you have that one moment. It's like like a good, Jared, would you say 10, 20 minutes?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wow.
There was definitely something cut in this where I'm like, wait, what? What is happening here?
And you have other moments like that. To the point where they have to do something they don't want to do. Reed looks at Susan. It's like, Susan, I know, and she disappears. Next thing we know, they're all
happy. But there's a great thing in terms of like the like clobbering time thing. This is really cool. How like they make it where that's where the it's clobbering time thing is an invention from an animated show that exists in universe. Mm-hmm. So it's like, and that becomes a joke with Johnny. He goes, hey Ben, what time is it? So they have this scene where like Johnny's carrying Ben as they're flying. And he's gonna drop him on Galactus, and he goes, Ben, what time is it? And then Ben's like, I don't want to say it. And then Johnny's like, say it. And then Ben's like, I don't want to. He just says, say it. And then that's how he finally says it's clobbering time. Like,
the fastball special.
Yeah, exactly.
Cameo? No, they didn't. Okay.
In the new Fantastic Four, the weakest link is the debuff of this Surfer and Galactus.
Sue is that powerful.
She really is in the comics. That's we talked about that in the beginning of the stream. That's the thing. I would have said that what Sue does in this movie is girl boss if I didn't know what the comic Sue was.
Yeah. That's one of the most powerful, like, honestly, of the four, like, if you look at their powers.
The strongest of the four.
Yeah, like she could, the force field, like, if she didn't have the invisibility and it was just the force fields, like, you literally showed a gamma bomb?
Yeah. Now, maybe Johnny Supernova could outdo it. Maybe. But Reed and Ben cannot.
No.
And isn't it like if you supernova, it's basically a nuke?
Yeah.
So she like this way. She's the most powerful that they can do without leveling the neighborhood. Okay.
I know, and that though, but Surfer obviously could, and like I said, Surfer can't handle black holes. No. Is that even Surfer is susceptible to being pulled in? Clearly, she survived.
Yeah, it's like here's the thing: if there's strong enough gravity, Superman would be pulled into. It's not that unbelievable. By the way, the other thing that's cool, Chris, is that they literally recreate in this movie the first cover of Fantastic Four.
Oh, sweet.
Like legit, like the actual creature and everything they recreated. I go, there you go. There you go. They do a lot of the like references, and they go, "Oh, Mole Man's over there, and this villain's over there." So they do it like offhandedly, but it's not like, "Oh, they're just making cameos."
Mole Man has a point.
He does have a plot in this movie. Yeah,
I just realized something. Tevia mentioned his last comment there. We're bringing moms back, dude, which is nice. I mean, dude, that's what my Infinitel Chronicles is about. It's about the a mom's trying to save her kid. That is somehow for the last decade, it's like not cool to have kids or girl boss this. Like, I don't need no man. And now we get this movie where it's family's important. Reed isn't the dad isn't a buffoon, and you got a mom that's willing to move planets to save her kid. I know. Like, these are all good things, guys.
By the way, Chris, you literally just said without realizing it, the original Fantastic Four people original plan on how to defeat Galactus. They literally say we're gonna move the Earth. And then teleportation, and then they're like, we're gonna teleport the whole damn planet.
By the way, Tomeo, I gotta ask Tomeo something. Tomeo, how do you expect them to do it?
Yeah, the other thing is Lego Marvel and Fortnite should not be taken as an actual indicator of how powerful these characters are.
That's Marvel versus Capcom.
Yeah, exactly.
But my point is, though, how would you expect them to stop Galactus and go, we won?
Yeah. He's indestructible.
They do try and do damage on him in the movie. They do directly attack him too, but it's like the idea is so we don't know how to actually kill him, so let's do what we do in the movie. They don't kill him.
Yep, and the only thing they could do is try and use the ultimate nullifier, which has later been made clear won't work on him.
Yeah. Well, by the way,
it was a bluff.
I'm gonna tell you this. Here's an advantage that this Marvel movie has over every Marvel movie. They don't kill the villain. So they could bring back. They could bring him back later at some point. He's not
which would be scarier.
Which would be very much scary because now he's really pissed off.
Yeah, now he's pissed off and he has a personal vendetta.
Oh, here's what you do. They never do this, but because it's too good of an idea. But here's what you do. He travels to the main Marvel universe, and we get the entire MCU against Galactus.
Oh, they probably are.
After Thanos, that's really the only thing they can do.
That's what they should have done besides Doom or something like that. I'm like, oh, jeez.
I think Doom's going to bring him in Secret Wars.
He'll be his attack dog, bro.
He'll be his nuclear option.
He did do that in Secret Wars. Doom literally had Galactus as his attack dog.
Well, if he's if I'm going to lose, I'm going to make this universe sorry and bring in Galactus because
if I can't rule this world, no one will.
Yeah, there you go. He just opened up the candy shop for Galactus.
And from what I've heard, though, Doom, they're not going to take RDJ being Doom off the table after Secret Wars. They're not.
No.
And they
RDJ
said they're
built
not.
the MCU.
They've had conversations about him playing it afterwards. Which I'm like, I'll wait until I actually see him as Doom to determine if that's a good or a bad thing. So I'm like, that's the sad part. Is we're at the point with Marvel where it's they're slowly regaining. They're slowly regaining my trust, but it's very, very, very slowly.
It's glacial.
It's very
well. My thing is I hated Stage 4 Marvel.
Yeah,
I don't call it Phase 4 because it's terminal Stage 4.
Stage 4 cancer, right?
But I really, and I hate to say this, but I really like Thunderbolts.
Me too, dude. That was great.
Yeah, it captured depression perfectly, and I was not sold on what's her face, Florence Pugh as the replacement, but after this movie, she won me over. I liked all the characters in that movie.
The Sentry.
Yes, he was awesome.
That explained why anyone that says, "What would it be?" Marvel could be DC. Any of these characters could be Superman. I go, you literally have a movie that would show what realistically would happen.
Yeah, and when he got pissed off, he just looks at you and poof,
or I love that one scene where they're trying to attack him and he's just standing there. He's like blocking bullets. He's like knocking people back.
He folded the vibranium shield.
Yeah, he's like.
No, that wasn't vibranium. That was not vibranium.
Okay.
It was a shield, but he still folded it.
It was a taco.
Like a taco.
He kept it that way.
Yeah. I love it when the Winter Soldier shows up in that movie. He like blows up all those Humvees and he like pulls it by the he pulls the rope from the winch and just goes down.
Yep.
What'd you think of Captain America 4?
It was a step in the right direction, in my opinion. A step in the right direction.
I like how they finally acknowledged that awful was it it's not the Immortals. What the hell was that movie? The
Eternals.
Yeah, the Eternals. Like they acknowledged.
They finally did. You would think they would have done that earlier, but okay.
But it kind of brings into question if this is the new race. What is it? The new arms race for
adamantium.
Yeah, for adamantium. How do you explain Weapon X in the 60s? Is it another universe?
Oh, no. Weapon X is a spin-off of the super soldier serum.
Which here's how they can explain that, Chris. They could say that during the Weapon X period, Wolverine had bone claws.
Oh, so they just because I mean, there's that whole thing in the Wolverine. Well, then again, that's Fox, but like the whole part where he gets transfused with the
still. So it would be moved forward in the timeline a little bit, but that's Wolverine's the character where you can make that like you can have that and it kind of works.
Just make him Logan again. Like the Jimmy Howlett thing, it demystifies the mystery to me.
Yeah,
I prefer Logan.
Well, the other thing is, here's my problem with Cap 4. I liked most of it until an super soldier Captain America is taking punches from a Hulk. I'm like, I know the vibranium armor, but like the velocity and like the impact of a Hulk's fist.
Well, wouldn't that melt anyways? Because the whole point of the Red Hulk is it's like, he's like a volcanic like magma, essentially, his skin.
How is the and also they didn't. We know as comic book fans why he's like he's like hot, but they didn't explain it.
Oh yeah, they really did not.
No. If you didn't know the comics, you wouldn't think that he was like 1,000 degrees.
I will say this though. I will say him being mindless compared to having his intelligence makes sense.
Yeah,
because it went in the original Red Hulk, he was involved with creating it.
Mm-hmm.
And I must say, I like the leader in this. That he was actually intimidating. As soon as the Master Blues song started playing, I understood that reference.
Yeah,
I got that reference.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, it's kind of funny how this movie, it's basically the sequel to The Incredible Hulk.
By the way, guys, they've announced the writer for the upcoming Bond movie.
Who?
And the guy named Stephen Knight. He was one of the co-creators of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but he also has done a lot of other TV shows. Not much I've heard of, but stuff that's like really, you're like, okay, this guy has pedigree.
It's like he goes in for the interview and they go, okay, so sir, so tell us what show writing experience do you have? Well, have you ever seen How to Become a Millionaire?
Hold on, I'd like to phone a friend.
Okay. No, the rest of his shows show he has a high degree of pedigree. This is like
nice.
Someone that's right up there. Now, they're not like big actions or more character-driven stuff, but yeah. And he's a very British writer, so.
Yeah. I mean, that works, and I'm hoping that, and they got rid of like essentially the Kathleen Kennedy of Amazon Studios. So I'm like, okay, I'm a little hopeful for Bond, but we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, so I think that's a good place to leave it. Chris, you are always welcome on the show, my brother. Let everyone know where you can find you and what you got coming out.
Thanks, man. Yeah, you can find me on X at Infinitale Comic, or head on over to my website at InfinitaleChronicles.com. My second book's campaign, the funding portion ended. It's still in demand over on Indiegogo. But yeah, I took this whole week off packing and boxing because fulfillment has begun.
That's the spirit. And Robert, how about you?
You can check out more of my shows for Pro Teachers Do down below. And I'll be right after we're done here. I'm gonna head up and see the new Naked Gun movie.
Yeah, that looks so good.
But
yes, it does.
You know, it'd be funny. Wouldn't it be funny if it ends up beating out all of the other movies?
If Naked Gun beats Superman, I will laugh my ass off.
Come on, Liam Neeson. Come on. Imagine that.
They even make an OJ joke in the movie.
Ra's al Ghul beating Superman.
That was my plan all along, detective.
He has achieved. This is all because it's Ra's in the witness protection program.
He's just acting like an idiot. He's just acting like a moron.
Exactly. Stay at work, everyone. Remember, Lois Lane is Lois Lane. She belongs to Fiddle's son. So it's the Maximat for life. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.